To learn to live the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Click the bell notification. It's all free. Okay, so I'm up outside pretty early this morning. So I got a message from the couple that live over there by the lake. I've showed you videos of that before. They live on this huge hill and they've been cutting down a lot of trees, and that's where we've gotten all our firewood from this tarp here up to here. So we're talking, what, maybe a couple cords of firewood there. They've been really kind and they've tried to work with me as much as possible. They've called me back and said they got some more. Now I know this firewood, at least the last time I looked at it, was way down there by all the way down by the lake. So it's a huge hill. I want to show you, we got some more firewood over here. We had to start a second stack. We got some dried firewood over here. That's sycamore, a little bit more dried out walnut. We got some on the porch. Again, sycamore, a little bit of dried out walnut, and then we got a bunch of sycamore in the house ready for fall temperatures. And today, boy, does it feel like fall temperatures. It's chilly. He said he'd cut it in half. Now, there's no criticism when I say this. He's been very kind to me, but he doesn't really know what he's doing too well. He bought a chainsaw. He works in the city, he lives in the city, and this is his vacation home. And he's trying to clean it up, and he's got some Amish folks helping him. There's no reason for him to know how to live out here in wooded areas and having to cut trees down, but he's trying. When he says he's got stuff, it concerns me sometimes that what do I got to do to get that into the truck? He didn't realize how big these rounds were when we were there the last time. They were huge. So I got some rounds I'll show you that I got from a different location that I had to roll into the truck because they were so heavy. I backed the truck up against the hill and I was able to roll them down. So imagine a log this big around, I don't know if you can give a perspective camera. Every time I look at it after I put it in the editor, they never look as big as what they are, but imagine it twice as long. So he thought the two of us could carry those up the hill. We couldn't even lift them. So what he said he was gonna do was he was gonna cut them in half and then call me back. So I suspect that's what he's done. He's cut them in half. I'm still not sure that I could carry them, and I don't want to carry them, you know, the two of us, I don't want to carry them up the hill because it's just a dangerous hill. I mean, you slip and slide and fall. Imagine you're carrying a big log with somebody, one of you fall, and that log comes down and hits you and rolls down on top of the other guy. It's a dangerous situation. So we've all have fallen. Everybody who's went up down that hill has fallen. I hurt my shoulder from falling on that hill. I got to be a little bit more prepared and smart to get this firewood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything. I'm going to take everything I got. The wagon doesn't work. I can't get the wagon to go up the hill without it rolling over. I tried that. But I'm going to take my chainsaws, both of them, the 14 and the 18 inch. I'm going to take the log splitter. But we can drag it. It drags pretty good. It's got these little dinky wheels on it. There. I think I can drag that up the hill after I'm done with it. Getting it down the hill won't be any problem. So what I'll do is I can make a split down the center of the log, because this log splitter won't split those logs as big round as they are. So I'll make a split down the center with the chainsaw. Then I can put it on the splitter, and then that split that I made with the chainsaw, it'll pop right open. And then I can get them down to manageable sizes. I'd rather make several safe trips up and down that hill than one unsafe trip. It's just, I'm getting too old. I don't want to admit it, but I'm getting too old to be falling down as much as I have since I've been here. I've twisted my ankle 2 or 3 times here, hurt my shoulder, hurt my back. I'm not saying I want to slow down, but I need to work smarter. Recovery time's taking a little bit longer nowadays. This would be another 1/3 of a cord if it's a truckload. His neighbor's got some firewood, and we got that firewood, what I could fit into the truck. If he's out and about, I'm going to ask him if I can take the rest of it. He wanted me to take it, so if I'm over there and the truck's not full, I'll go ahead and get the rest of that. Well, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like he's got him cut up pretty good. I don't want to take you down there. I don't want to expose his house and everything, but he's got it, I don't know, 2/3 of the way down there. I don't think I'm gonna have to split it. There's not a lot there. It's not a full load, so we should be okay. I'm gonna go get a log and we can check it out. It's something you gotta be aware of when you're going to other places. Dogs. They just run loose around here. So I came back home with a full truckload. I would have made another video while I was down there, but I got in the truck. I was so exhausted. I got in the truck, I started trucking. I thought, man, I need to make a video of, you know, the truck being loaded and wrapping things up. And I was just like, no, I'm too tired. And I'm really tired this time. I think more so than last time. I came home, I sat in a chair, and I could have taken a nap. That's the kind of tired I am, not just like wore out. I'm sleepy. Walking up down that hill, and I think there was like a total of 3 cords that we've gotten from that place, walking up and down that hill. Every time I'm there, I hate it. I can't stand every little trip. I gotta walk up and down the hill. Every trip it's probably 50 yards going up and then 50 yards going down. Of course, the downhill isn't so bad. And I try to rest in between each trip, try to get my heart rate down. That way I don't have a heart attack. I feel like I just want to quit. The whole time I want to quit. The thing is once you get it on the ground, you get home, you get it on the ground, and you start splitting, and you start stacking, and you got a nice little wood pile like that over there, you think, oh, that's great. And then you forget all about all the pain and the misery. So yeah, I'm gonna hate this for a day or two. But we got another truckload out of this. So that's another 1/3 of a cord. Now I'm gonna set it up here next to the road. Now I know somebody's gonna say, aren't you worried about somebody gonna steal it? Yes, I'm very worried that somebody's gonna steal it. Given half a chance, I think there would be several people here trying to steal our firewood. I remember when I was a kid, we lived up on the hill away from the road. And we came home and firewood had been stolen. So yeah, it's a real concern. I don't hear hardly any chainsaws running in the background. That means that when it gets real cold, people are gonna want this firewood. The thing is we're always home. The most we're ever gone is maybe 2 hours. It wouldn't give them much of a chance to scope us out, feel comfortable that, you know, we got a regular routine, going to work and coming home, going to work, coming home. They wouldn't know if the truck was gone, if it was just me gone, or if it was me and Carolyn both gone. So, I mean, there's nobody around to really keep that close of an eye, see if Carolyn and I both left, or if just one of us left. So I got the truck unloaded and got the tools put away. Whew. I put out a poll this morning. You'll get this video later. But I put out a poll this morning and I said, are you ready for winter if the grid goes down again? Because in Texas last year, the grid went down. About 50% of the people said, yeah, they're ready for winter if the grid goes down. And I would say about 30%, something like that, said no, they weren't ready. And then I put a last one in there. I'm ready for the grid to be down forever. There was quite a few people who said they were ready for that, and that's good. And I would assume that they mean firewood, that they've got firewood. We got 10 years worth of firewood here. I want 15. So, you know, that put me into my mid-60s if the grid went down forever and I wasn't able to get any more. I feel like we could go a long time with the grid being down. I'm really proud of this. This morning, Carolyn was looking at her cans of food, and we got 220 something cans of food, and she said, that's 200, I think it was 228. That's 228 days of food we got, plus what's in the freezer. I remember when I was starting my savings account after I got debt free, and I'd look at those numbers all the time, and I was just so proud of them. And the firewood is the same way, and the canned food, it's value. There are, I don't know how to explain it. There's an immense amount of pride about all this. Now, as you know, I've been collecting this firewood because when I retire, whenever that is, 65, 70, whatever. I got 15 years of firewood. That's my goal. And I get a lot of people that tell me, well, I'm 70 years old, Rob, and I still split wood. I was out this morning splitting wood, or, you know, whatever. And I'm sure you can. It's quite a challenge. And I definitely don't want to have to climb hills like this when I'm 70 years old. And then come home, unload the truck, split it. It's just, I would like at some point to be able to enjoy this property, not have to work it all the time. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that at some point I'm going to want to retire and enjoy the fruits of my labor. I was just sitting here looking at the tiny house, and I never get to really look at it, but I was sitting in the back truck after I unloaded it, and I was looking at the bridge and the path leading up to the bridge. It's very rustic, wilderness looking. The cobblestones kind of laid out. You got these 3 huge oak trees, and the sun is kind of breaking through the leaves, and it's perfect. But I never get to enjoy it. I'm always working. When I retire, kick back, throw a log in the fire that I made 15 years ago, enjoy a hard winter snow, and not have to leave the house because I got canned food. That's the life. I hope I can inspire you to have that wonderful life. Thanks for watching.